In the wake of the El Paso and Dayton mass shootings, calls for gun control legislation are being heard across the country and right here at home. In the past, Governor John Kasich pushed for a so-called red flag law, and now Governor Mike DeWine is pushing for a similar proposal, but not identical. NBC4's Eric Halperin is at the State House tonight with a closer look at red flag laws and what they mean for you here. Eric?
Mark, during his announcement yesterday here at the State House, Governor DeWine never called his proposal a red flag law, but both gun control advocates and gun right advocates say essentially that's what it is. As the community continues to recover from the mass shooting in Dayton, ideas are once again being brought to the table about how to stop gun violence.
We have an obligation to look out for each other.
One of the ideas being discussed, what Governor Mike DeWine is calling safety protection orders.
It just goes in right easy. Kind of a neat gun. Now,
while DeWine never called it a red flag law, LEPD Firearms Range and Training owner Eric Delbert says that's pretty much what it is.
It's some iteration of that, and we need to have the discussions. We applaud having the discussion.
He says most in Ohio, gun owners or not, probably don't know what red flag laws are. They're in place in more than a dozen states around the country. The details vary, but generally what they do is allow family, friends, or police worried about a gun owner they know to ask for the gun to be confiscated. A judge can then order the gun to be temporarily taken away if they determine the person is dangerous to themselves or others.
Evidence shows that in states that have enacted red flag laws that there has been a decrease in the number of deaths by gun.
ROBERTSON-BOYD is with the local chapter of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. She watched Monday as the governor laid out his 17 points, including the safety protection orders. Under his proposal, the person in question would be notified of a court hearing that would happen within 3 days. The judge would then decide if they can keep their guns. DeWine's proposal also includes another hearing within 2 weeks to see if the order should be extended.
The governor's proposed it. Now we look to our legislators to enact these common sense reforms to keep Ohioans safe.
It needs to be fact-based, and it needs to have due process. That's big.
And Delbert added that overall he was encouraged by what he heard from the governor yesterday, but says as these conversations continue, he wants to make sure voices like his are at the table. Local for you at the State House, I'm Eric Halperin, NBC4.
All right.